Hey everybody, hey everybody. Can you guys hear me? How's the audio? Let me know how is the audio? Got a little music going for this stream. Cuz the ladies like music, you know what I'm saying? So, let me know how is the audio? Can you hear me? Hi. Happy what's today? What is today? Happy Sunday. Did you go to church this beautiful day? I'm going to go ahead and I'm trying a few things, with these streams. It's very fun. It's very interesting. And if you are with me right now, go ahead and give this video a like so that it can be pushed out into the algorithm and sent to more people. Just waiting for you guys to confirm whether or not you can hear me. So let's see. Let me just check in. Oh, I don't have my other phone. All right. Well, I'm going to assume you guys can hear me. I believe my audio is good. Oh, there we go. Audio is great. So that is amazing. I'm super excited to talk today because I am talking to the ladies. In case you didn't catch my last stream, which was yesterday, we talked about how I have been, kind of failing in the YouTube space or the content creation space. And part of that is because I was limiting myself and I wasn't really sold on what I wanted to do and how I wanted to create content. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up so it can be pushed out into the algorithm. Okay, so yesterday we talked about so many different things. It was a 2 hour, 22-minute, and 22-second stream, which is so funny. I did not plan that. I didn't even plan to talk that long, but we discussed the fact that I need to niche down on my channel. We talked about what was going on in my life and how it is difficult to put yourself out there, be in front of the camera. And it's also difficult to, do this thing that we're doing right now, content creation. It's not easy. It's definitely not for the weak. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about overcoming obstacles because that plays a very big role in your content journey and whatever you want to do, especially if it's creative, right? So if you are in a space where you want to start a business or you want to do content creation, you have to really ask yourself, what do I feel like talking about on a daily basis? It's not just about creating content for the sense of making money. It's not about, going viral or having all these people follow you. It's also about you being happy with the content that you are creating. And again, we're talking about the creative side of content. We're not talking about the business side. And even whatever else you want to do in life, if it is creative, if it's around the arts, you should really enjoy it. Don't do it, just for the money. And so, as a woman, especially, I find that it can be a little difficult when you are starting out on this journey or on any journey, especially because we have to look a certain way in order for people to be inspired by us. We have to dress a certain way in order for people to want to quote unquote be like us. And when you're a content creator, when you're an influencer, when you're an entrepreneur, then you know that a lot of people, need to kind of look up to you. Even if they're your age or older than you, they just need to be inspired. And your image has a lot to do with that. And as a woman, that can be difficult at times because sometimes you might not always feel pretty, or sometimes you might not always feel that you look your best. But if you are going to be successful in this space or in anything, you have to be consistent. You have got to be consistent. And so I'm talking about how on my channel, it was very difficult for me to be consistent because I was going through things in my personal life and, mental health. And I just want to encourage the women today and say, listen, um, you have to figure out what you can do to overcome the obstacles that you're facing that's keeping you from your dreams and your destinies and the things you actually desire. Just a little quick story time in case you didn't see my video on how YouTube changed my life. I originally wanted to start a YouTube channel in 2014. We're in the year 2024 for those who are watching this later on in life, but that was 10 years ago. right? When I wanted to start that channel, I was still in college and I wanted to do like beauty content and then like college content, you know? And excuse me, I didn't start my channel. I didn't start my channel until 2022. Okay? Now, let's go back a little bit more. In 2016, I wanted to start a channel again. And I was very serious at that time. I had graduated college, and my first job out of college was doing makeup because I was very inspired by beauty and the arts and creativity. And so I was connected and I was able to get a job doing makeup. And it was really fun. I enjoyed it. So obviously, I wanted to have a makeup beauty channel. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I have, my beauty kit. I have all the things that I need to get started. Let me buy a camera. So I bought a camera. My sister bought me a ring light. My boyfriend bought me the entire vanity set. Like I was good. I was set up. I had everything that I needed to start a YouTube channel. I was filming videos, and again, this video is not just about people who want to start YouTube channels. This video is about women, especially who want to start something, and the limiting beliefs or whatever's going on in your head is stopping you from doing that. So going back to 2016, I had everything I needed to get started. And I started filming content. I started to film these videos. One of the videos was so funny because if you know anything about living in Atlanta, and now y'all about to get some of the personality side of me. I was going to try to be serious for this stream, but if you know anything about living down south, then you know that there are these big bugs they call water bugs, but they look like roaches. They huge. Y'all, one day I was filming a YouTube video, a beauty makeup routine video, and from my vent, a freaking flying water bug. Hey, everybody that's jumping in. A flying water bug flew from my vent and fell right behind me on the floor. And it's so crazy because initially in the video, I didn't see it and it was like flying and crawling, and it wasn't until me and my boyfriend at the time had watched back that footage and we were crying laughing. I was like, I would never upload this. And after that, I didn't record any more YouTube videos, and I don't know why. Like, that was so silly. It's not like that was going to really happen again. But at the end of the day, if you live in Atlanta, I know some of y'all watching have lived in Atlanta. Yeah, those down south bugs are something serious. And that's not the real reason that I never uploaded, the footage or anything like that. But it was just a funny story that I remember in regards to my content process and just starting something, right? And the interesting part about when you start something is that the idea probably came to you a long time ago. And the more you sit on that idea, the more you wait, the more limiting beliefs that come up. So now we're going on to 2018. I wanted to start a channel again in 2018. And let's just fast forward 2020. Okay. 2020, I was back filming videos. I have so much footage from 2020. It's ridiculous. Obviously, we were all at home, but I was filming content every day, probably for like a month straight. And just getting into these comments really quick in regards to the story that I just told for one of the first videos that I recorded on YouTube. I hope I can find that footage, but I probably buried it because baby, them flying black roaches had me screaming, and they have nothing to do with how clean your house is. So please keep that in mind. Okay, don't be in the comment section trying to troll me. It's just a thing down south. I don't everything's bigger down south, as they say. So make sure you guys give this video a like so it can be pushed out to the rest of the algorithm. But yes, 2020, we were all at home. There was, things happening in the world that had us locked up in the house. And I was creative during that time. I was making music. I was doing everything that I learned at film school. If they taught me how to write a script, I was writing scripts. Okay. No, I wasn't editing and I wasn't uploading, but everything else that I learned in film school as far as storytelling, I was doing. And I was very creative and I was in a good place. For some reason, the limiting beliefs still took over. I didn't post the content. I didn't start the channel. I believe I actually got as far as creating the YouTube banner. And I hope one day I can go back and find that, because when I hit 1 million subscribers, I want to like go back and do like a documentary of like starting the process and, having overcoming the limiting beliefs that I had. But anywho, getting back on track. Yeah, guys, I didn't upload all of the creative things that I was doing at that time. You said, what was my rap name? It was just my name, Sky. It was my first name and my middle name. But I have since retired that because my first name and my last name just makes more sense because my dad, is an ex-politician. So that can help me in the business space. So I've kind of gone back to my last name, but it was Sky Raquel. I think I uploaded a TikTok with one of my songs. But yeah, I was doing conscious rap music. It's so funny. But now again, and with the title of this video, like I don't feel like I have to hide much, like I don't overshare. I don't go too into detail of my life, but the creative things that I've done, even if they're embarrassing or cringe to me, it's like I'm still going to share that because at the end of the day, at one point, I thought that that was cool, and it's okay. I feel like the youth need to see us, start and stop things until we figure out what it is we want to do because that's real life. Like, that's really how things are going these days, You don't just have the first idea that comes to your mind as a teenager or as a young adult, and then you act on that, and it's this very successful business. No, it really does take time. It takes failure, and, oh, you guys are so sweet. First of all, we're going back again to the story time, guys. If you're just tuning in, when I first recorded one of my first YouTube videos, and it was a beauty video, there was a flying roach. That had flew in my video and it was behind and everything. I never knew until me and my boyfriend at the time went back and watched the footage and we were crying laughing. Hey sis, Nala Wright is here. She has inspired me to go on this 7-day live stream challenge. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate the love. You said I can never do Florida due to the simple fact. Yeah. Those bugs are something serious. And I do blame that roach that day for why I never started my beauty channel. Okay. But getting back on track, for what I was saying is that yeah, those limiting beliefs, they really stopped me. And I think if I saw more people being transparent as to their journey to success, then I would have understood my own failures a lot more. And I have a degree in business, but no one really prepares you for everything you have to overcome in order to get the job done. And someone just dropped a really good comment. You said it's so hard to grow nowadays. Everyone wants to see you fail. The internet isn't the same on the old days. I actually wish that we were more transparent about failure. I wish that we showed more of the failure. And it's not even just the failure because you learned something in that, right? So anytime you make a mistake or anytime you learn a lesson, you can go back and it basically helps you on your journey because you can go back and realize what steps you need to either do or undo so that you can either succeed or not make that same mistake. And I think more people should document the journey. I think transparency, yes, transparency is key. And the young generation, especially the generation today and with social media, they have no idea what hard work is. And the older generation talks about this, but for a long time, I didn't really understand what they were saying. You know how everyone's like, "Oh, the older generation is just mad that the younger generation has, technology and all these things." But it's like, no, I think people truly don't understand what's happening today when we see perfection on our timelines every single day, when we see people saying how I made my first 10,000, 20,000, $100,000, but they don't show you any of the journey. They just talk about it after the fact that they've done it. And a lot of times people are lying. They're not actually showing you real numbers and data. And they're probably going to sell you a course at the end of that. And I'm not trying to knock anyone's hustle, but we need to show more of what it looked like. What did you have to overcome? What limiting beliefs, did you have? And how did you navigate that in this day and age, because it's not as easy as it seems. And unfortunately, I was definitely convinced that this process or starting a business or a lot of the things that I've done, even me in my pursuit to my acting career, I thought a lot of these things were easier than they were. And again, I think it's because enough people, there's not enough people who are showing what it takes to get to the next level and what it takes to actually reach success. Like, what is the blueprint? What is the pink print? And how do we get there? And again, as women, that is super hard to navigate when you also have to care about your beauty and your image and what you have on in order for other women to be inspired by you. Now, I know that men have that same thing, right? Because you have to kind of have the numbers or the success in order for other men to look at you as a leader. But at the end of the day, I can only speak to the women because I'm a woman. Like I'm a lady myself. And so I want women to know, like, learn from my story. And I'm trying to document it as I go because, again, when I started my 90-day challenge at the beginning of January, I didn't see a lot of people really showing the grind. People don't show the grind, and there's so much authenticity in that. There's so much transparency and so much that people can learn, especially these young women and the young men, the young generation. You said it's so hard to show your failure. It really is. It wasn't fun ending that 90-day challenge without being monetized. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, dang, this sucks because I still have to put myself out there and let people know that I didn't accomplish that challenge. But at the end of the day, I'm still proud of myself for that. And because I took that challenge and because I was vulnerable, I was able to connect with a lot of creators, a lot of people, and a lot of YouTubers, especially those who have helped me for where I am today. Because right now I'm on this challenge because I've seen other creators do it. And I have to shake things up on my channel because I've been making mistakes because of what? Limiting beliefs, and navigating life as a woman on the internet who puts her story and her life out there. And don't get me wrong, although not finishing that challenge sucked, I think that it was realistic for people who want to get monetized in 90 days. Because those who really tuned in know that I started my channel in 2022. Although I didn't have a full year and a half of consistency at that time, if you are starting something, I would say have goals, but to have the expectation of, you know what, I'm going to make money from this in 10 days, 90 days, and things of that nature. Sometimes it's best to be a little more realistic so that you feel accomplished, on your way to that. And let me just clarify that a little bit better. When I was talking yesterday, my therapist was telling me that I struggle with celebrating the small wins. And I think it's because I'm like, if I don't hit that goal, then I lost. But at the end of the day, even with my 90-day challenge, I didn't lose. For a long period of time, for the first time, I was going all in on my channel. I was connecting with other creators. I was showing people the behind the scenes, and I was learning every single day. And I also got myself so many steps closer towards monetization. I believe when I started that challenge, I had around 400 ish subscribers, and I definitely had hit my 1,000 subscriber mark while I was doing that challenge. So I'm saying all this to say that at the end of the day, allow yourself to really hit, those small goals, even if you have a larger goal, because it's going to help you kind of block out the noise and the limiting beliefs. Because this is real talk, y'all. If you want to start a business, if you want to start content creating, digital marketing, or anything new, a side hustle, a skill, it's going to take you time to actually master that. And in the acting world, they would say that it takes 10 years to become a professional actor, to become a great actor. 10 years. That's a long body of work. That is a lot of time put in. And I'm not going to say that it takes that same amount of time with something like content creation, or sometimes it doesn't even take businesses that long. But even when it comes to entrepreneurship and businesses, they say the majority of businesses will fail within the first 3 years, right? So that tenure, that mark has a lot to do with this, right? And so although I've been doing content for 2 years, I've been failing but learning the entire time. And it still amazes me to this day when I think that I have this figured out, like all of this. I think I have it figured out, and then I realize that I don't, and it's okay, right? It's like I have to be honest with myself and say, you know what? I have the ability to learn and grow. And I'm thankful that people are watching my channel and giving me suggestions. And I'm thankful that God will put something on my algorithm that I needed to see. Especially like if you're asking God for like a sign about something and you get that sign, you receive that sign, there's nothing like it. I guarantee you there is nothing like it. And let me talk about that a little for a second. If you watched yesterday's stream, then you know a little bit more about this. But basically, my brother Derek, okay, right here, he said, cracking all these jokes about them Atlanta bugs or whatever. This is his channel here. He called me the other day and he was calling me about a live stream that we were supposed to do with our Facebook group, our community group or whatever. And he was like, but while we're on the topic, yeah, I need you to niche down. And he tells me that all the time. And I was like, it's so funny that you say that because at the same time, my sis Nala Wright had wrote me and was like, we need to catch up. And the algorithm was pushing me her videos that was talking about niche and personal branding, right? And personal branding and niching, they kind of go hand in hand together. And I was like, dang, it was really, really on my mind. Personal branding, niche. What do I want to be remembered for? Like, if someone was to say, oh, this channel is about this, what would they say? Right. So I was already thinking about all of this, and the algorithm was pushing, the content that I needed to see. And then two people that are on this YouTube journey and are becoming very successful in it or already succeeding in it were like, hey, and I was just like, oh, let's catch up. And then Derek was like, you need to niche down and you need to do a live stream challenge. And so then I wrote her and she gave me a lot of advice, and I watched her YouTube video about her live stream challenge. Go ahead and check it out on her channel. And guys, I kid you not, the next morning I'm like, okay, I went on Amazon, I ordered this mic, I went to go get the stuff that I needed, and I was like, God, I just need a sign. Like, I really do want to do this, right? I really do want to niche down, but I'm scared to tell people that I want to niche down because it's not the niche that I've already been doing. It wasn't about, personal development, but I love personal development. So I was still confused, right? Now, I also am in this course. It's called the Ultimate Branding Course. It's a community. And again, it's about branding. So just stay with me for a second. So God has been continuing to put on my mind and my heart branding, 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 right? Then Nala Wright comes out with her personal branding, marketing and content. And then another creator calls me, Derek, who's like, you need to think about your niche. You need to think about your brand. What do you want to talk about every day? And it all goes back into the fact that when I first started the idea of YouTube and content creation, whether I uploaded or not, it was beauty. And not only was it beauty, I was doing personal development in the process. I wasn't just sitting in the camera doing my makeup. I was talking, I was having girl talk. I was connecting with women. And it's deep because I have an older sister who passed away in 2020, but she had kids my age before I was even born. So we have like a really big age gap, right? So I didn't grow up with a sister in my house. And what I've realized about me as I go back and I look over my life, I'm like, yo, I've just always wanted to connect with women. Always. I've wanted to, when I saw YouTube and how much I could connect with these girls, while I would be in my dorm room, sometimes lonely, sometimes turning up and partying with my homegirls. But it was like, I just wanted to connect with women internationally, you know? And that's why I wanted to start my YouTube channel. But when I started my channel, I didn't think about much of that at all. I was like, no, I don't want to niche down. No, I don't want to have a specific target audience. I don't want only women to watch my videos. And it really ended up costing me time in the long run because it doesn't work like that. Okay. And you have to understand the business side of Google and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and whatever app you want to pursue, whatever app you want to, market your business on. You have to understand that there's a system for a reason. And if everyone who's becoming successful at it during the time that you're starting it, okay, so don't go back and watch how someone did it 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Go and see how the entrepreneurs are doing it last year. What did they do last year? Like especially those of us who especially those of us who have experienced the pandemic. Like a lot has shifted and changed since 2020. So, if you're starting out, I would start listening to people who have become successful at whatever it is you want to do in the last 4 years. Since things have changed, you know? And Derek said, so proud of you. You're going to do well on YouTube. Just continue to have a growth mindset. And yes, 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 that is what it is. You have to overcome those limiting beliefs. Don't believe them. I wish that I didn't believe my limiting beliefs. I would have had a 10-year YouTube channel celebration this year, and I wanted to do beauty content, and I didn't want to just be a girl doing makeup. I've always wanted to use my voice. Since kindergarten, my report cards would say she's a great girl, she's a great student, smart, she's talkative. I can talk all day. That's probably why I don't like editing, because I'm like, how am I going to turn this 40-minute, worth of footage into 10 minutes? And it's like, no, I should have uploaded 35 minutes worth of footage. But because I was having limiting beliefs, I'm like, no one's going to want to listen to me for 35 minutes. I did a live stream yesterday for 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds. And there was somebody in the live stream the entire time. The entire time, there was at least 5 people. Okay, that might not seem like a lot to you, but it's a lot to me. Because at one point, before I started this channel, at one point I didn't believe that I could even get someone to listen for 35 minutes. I was limiting myself and my success as something that's as simple as a YouTube channel. So I'm telling you, if you are listening to this now, please figure out how can you overcome these obstacles. Have good people in your life that are going to encourage you. And as a woman, I'm sorry, but buy the makeup. Get the simple wardrobe that's going to be easy for you to get up every day and get dressed, because it does matter. Unfortunately, it does matter. Maybe guys just have to get a haircut. I don't know what their process is like. They got me together on a live stream that I did in the past, and they were like, "Hey, we have a process too that, excuse me, when it comes to their branding that they have to focus on." But ladies, I'm telling you, the more I get up every day and I get dressed, even if I'm not going anywhere, and I do like a little something, even if it's not my makeup, even if it's just my edges, because I'm not an everyday glam girl. That's just not my reality. But the moments that I do it, I feel good. The moments that I actually follow my routine, I feel good. So doesn't it make sense to continue to do those things, to have a routine, to dress up every now and then? That way the limiting beliefs, it ain't going to, like, your looks aren't going to be a part of those limiting beliefs, because it's hard enough to do what it is. It's hard enough to press record. It's hard enough to start the business and market yourself. And Nala said, yes, yes, yes. This is music to my ears. By the way, this microphone sounds great. Thanks, girl. Thank you. I actually have a little dang, in the film industry. I don't know what this one is called. It's like a little foam, but it's like a little dead cat that's gonna make it sound even better for like the peas, like the pop. It's like a little pop filter. So it's gonna get even better. But yeah, girl, I invested into my setup. I'm excited for how this lighting looks. I got a little light like right here. I got a light right there because the sun is gonna set while I'm talking. But at the end of the day, if you were on the live stream yesterday, guess what, y'all? They are done renovating right next to me, which is really good because I won't be stressed while I'm filming about the noise. But getting back on track again, I was stopping myself. And a lot of us are stopping ourselves. You might be watching and you might be stopping yourself from reaching your full potential, from getting from point A to point B. And it's all because of your mindset and what you are believing and what you're telling yourself or what you're allowing other people to tell you. And you got to let go and let God, you know? And again, they say that it takes you to see something 9 times before you buy it. Well, I like to say, and I like to think that it might take you 9 times to actually hear something before you believe it. It may take you 9 times to be inspired before you actually act. And I want to be a part of those 9 times. Even if I'm just one time, maybe tomorrow God will give you another sign like God gave me, because I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the community, the YouTube community that gets on here that helps me. And another thing is be humble, because even when I think I have it figured out, I'm like, dang, I'm sure Derek can talk about it. I was like, really? Dang. So I'm really making a mistake here. And me being open, I was able to receive that criticism and say, okay, I'm going to figure it out. 2 days later, I dropped the live stream. I went live. I was like, okay, I got to do something, because God is not going to continue to send me these signs. I had heard over 9 times that I needed to be in a niche. I needed to take YouTube serious like it is a business. and stop throwing things against the wall. Throwing things against the wall for 2 years. And if we're being honest, it was me throwing things against the wall for 8 years. For 8 years, filming content without uploading it, wasting my time because I didn't believe that I was good enough. I don't know. I didn't believe that I had what it takes. Meanwhile, I was watching other women do what I wanted to do and succeed at it and accomplish things like buy themselves a house from their YouTube channel. And I'm like, oh my goodness, why would I think that someone else can do this and I cannot? Some of these people don't even have degrees, not saying that you need one, but I had two of them. Okay. I have two of them, and one of them is in filmmaking and one of them is in business. So I don't have any excuses, but I can come on here and say, you know what? I made a mistake. Just like I said yesterday, I was wrong about TikTok. I was wrong. Okay. You can take Instagram. Governments do not take TikTok. I'm going to be right there with everybody else with my sign that says, don't ban TikTok because it's a great opportunity for people to grow on and they favor Black folks. Yeah. So I was wrong. And when it comes to starting my channel, I was wrong. And I want to apologize to myself. Self. I am sorry. Because why would I start a channel with a niche that I literally couldn't relate to? I started my channel doing vlogs. I can't relate to vlogs. I can't relate to people being in my life every day. Are you kidding me? And I'm a homebody. So my vlogs would either have to be travel content, which I couldn't afford living in LA at the time. Okay. When I was living in LA, I couldn't afford to travel like I travel now. And to this day, I did all that traveling people don't even know about. I've took nine trips this summer. 9. Ask how many I posted about. Maybe 1. And so why would I start a YouTube channel and start doing vlogs? Limiting beliefs. Okay. And then I pivoted because I was like, oh, this is not for me. This is too much footage. Right. And so I started to do personal development, which is something that I love. I watch personal development YouTube channels all day. A lot of you guys hear me talk about Ali Abdal. He's one of my biggest mentors. I am glad for his existence. I feel the same way about some of my beauty influencers because they have also impacted my life the way that he has. But when I tell you I can consume personal development, self-care, self-improvement, neurology, things like that all day, every day. So I'm like, okay, let me start a channel. Let me talk about this on my channel. But Nala, oh my goodness, I was watching one of her videos. I don't know which video, but it spoke to me because she said the reason why some creators have to super, super stick to the script on their YouTube videos is because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know about it enough to really go off of the dome and talk about it every single day, which is why they're stressed in their creative process. I said, oh, she is talking about me and don't even know it. She's talking to me and God sent her video to me for a reason. I needed to hear that. I said, okay, yes, I love personal development, but I don't know it enough to talk about it every day. I don't. So why did I start again making that my niche? That's insane, you know? But you know what I do know? Storytelling. You know what I do know how to do? Talk. And I also have the degrees behind it. I know hold on. Slow down. Also learning that from my sis, okay? I know a thing or two about business. I know a thing or two about personal branding, which is insane that I didn't listen. Okay. But both of my parents are entrepreneurs. Super lucky for that. I also know a thing or two about storytelling. I have a whole degree from the New York Film Academy. I know how to tell a story. I also know how to entertain. Hence why I'm going to continue to do the reaction videos because once I start the new channel for the reaction videos, oh, you're going to see me clown and cut up because I know how to do that very well. I just was also scared to do that on this channel because I didn't have that type of audience for one, and then for two, I was scared. You know, when I tell y'all at my school, at the New York Film Academy, there is a teacher. Her name is Suzanne Kent. She teaches improv. The first improv class, when we walked in, she said, "You are joining my improv group, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. You join it, okay? So I need you to show up to improv class on Thursday." I didn't have to audition or nothing. I immediately joined the squad, the only black girl. She was like, "I don't know what it is about you, but you need to be here. You need to show up." She was like, "I could take you places if you show up because I have what my friends would call crackhead energy." It's just what it is. It's something I happen to be good at, comedy. It's just a part of me. It comes from my dad who had a comedy show, who also writes music, and who happens to do politics. Hello, lots of craziness in that. Shenanigans, shenanigans, shenanigans. But at the end of the day, you have to know what you're good at and stop being scared of yourself and stop limiting yourself and show up as that. I was the black funny girl in film school. I was the black funny girl, the petite funny girl in college. Okay. In college, I was also one of the pretty girls and one of the sorority girls and one of the smart girls. And in high school, I was cool with everybody and I was still funny and cool. I wasn't one of the pretty girls. I didn't have that type of glow up until I got to college, but I wasn't ugly. But what I say is the one thing that stayed consistent from kindergarten, as we talked about, is my teacher said, "Great student, talkative." Okay. In order for her to know I'm talkative, that means that the other students are laughing at my jokes in elementary school. High school, I was cool with everybody because I was funny. College, although I was the sorority girl that was smart, I was cool with everybody once they got to know me and the resting bee face was off because I was funny. In graduate school, the improv teacher pulled me in and wanted to help me with my career because I was funny. Most people won't know that on my channel. Why? Because of limiting beliefs. That's so unfortunate, you know? But at the end of the day, what is fortunate is that I've learned my lesson and I'm putting myself back out there again because what's most important to me on this journey is helping other people. Okay. When I wanted to do my beauty channel again back in 2016, I didn't want to just sit there and do makeup. I wanted to inspire people in the process. I wanted to talk. I wanted to have girl talk. There's a creator that does content like that. Her name is Desi Perkins. And every time she filmed, she doesn't film content anymore, but every time she did, well, she does because she's a business owner now. But she would have her brother in the room and her husband because she wanted to have conversation, dialogue, and just come off authentic, silly, and funny. And I really liked her style of content because of that, because it showed that as women, there's so many layers to us. We don't have to just be pretty girls. Okay. We can be entrepreneurs and we don't have to just be entrepreneurs who's wearing the same black suit. We can be fabulous. We really can have it all once we let go of the limiting beliefs. Seaside Adventures said, "Must say, I got lazy with it because of the lockdown. Ain't nobody seeing me." Yeah, it happened to me too. If you watched my video yesterday, then you know a lot happened to me in the year 2020, but it happened to a lot of us women. And I am telling you, there is nothing like losing yourself. There is nothing like it. It's not fun. It is not fun. But what I am glad about is that when I was happy, I was taking a lot of pictures. I was creating content. So I was able to go back and see who I was. And it's making it a lot easier for me now to get back there. Because when I did have my glow up in college, I was getting dressed every day. I was not every day, but if there was like a basketball game, if there was an event, I was dressed to the T. And it wasn't to impress people. It was because once I started to do that, I felt good. I started to understand why the girls I went to high school with who did that, why they were so confident. They weren't just confident because people were calling them pretty. They were confident because they were putting in effort and that effort got and received compliments. And you're sitting back watching, especially in school, you're watching other girls receive these compliments and you're like, "Oh, I don't get those same compliments." And it's not that it made me insecure, but it made me curious. So once I got to college and I tried that out, I was like, "Oh, this is nice." Playing dress up is nice. This is fun. And my mom had a background in fashion. So fashion wasn't really a struggle for me. I already kind of was dressing up, but I wasn't doing things like my hair and makeup. I didn't start wearing makeup until I went to college. And I'm not saying that you have to wear makeup. Again, this entire video is about navigating life as a woman, and you determine what type of woman you want to be, what that routine looks like for you. But at the end of the day, it's really just about overcoming obstacles and letting go of the limiting beliefs so that you can show up. And if you take care of your beauty and your outfit, you don't have to think about that. Maybe you pick it out the night before and you find your own little routine, or even if it's just having the best skincare so that you are comfortable showing up natural, it's going to help you with overcoming those obstacles. Because if you also have to worry about your image while you're having limiting beliefs before you start something, oh my goodness. It's like you're also going to be insecure, and then you're trying to worry about this business, and then you're trying to show up to work every day looking nice, but then your hair is crazy, or you're just trying to kill it at work, but people aren't taking you serious because your clothes are always wrinkled, you know? So that's why I mentioned the beauty and the fashion and the things of that nature, is because if those things are not a factor, that's less limiting beliefs. You won't be insecure about your image. Okay. You're going to have other things come up because this is not easy, right? But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, knock those things out first, which is why now when I show up on my channel, I'm going to be way more consistent with my look, because people tend to watch my content more and longer the more effort I put into my look. And that's, excuse me, that's just the reality. Y'all, I literally ate 10 minutes before this live stream because this is the time I usually eat. So please excuse the fact that I just ate. You said playful out Sky and everyone else on this live. No holdbacks, no holds back. Yeah, no holding back. And then you said there is something about getting dolled up that makes my heart skip. Ooh, I love that. I wore a cute dress the other day to work and everyone was like, "Who that?" Yes. And you were in my stream yesterday. Remember when I was like my sorority sisters, and like there's a gay boy that I went to college with and he's like a fashionista. I got dressed up one day in 2020 and they were like, "There she go." And I was like, "Where's she been? Where have I been?" Dang. For people to point out the fact at that time, for people to point out the fact that I had not been the version of myself that they remembered in college, I was like, "Oh, this is not a good feeling." And I graduated college in 2016, so that was 4 years later. So I was just trying to figure out, where was I? So basically, for the last 8 years, well, no. For the last 4 or 5 years, because LA played a big role in that. Because again, in college, I didn't have this feeling. In high school, I didn't have this feeling. Even though I wasn't like that, the it girl to everybody else, I felt that way about myself, but that fell off for me again when I moved to LA. And if you want to hear more about that, go back and check out yesterday's live stream. But today, we're talking about the fact that I'm overcoming that SHIT. I'm letting it go. I'm finding myself again, and I'm showing and documenting the process as I do it. I'm starting the reaction channel so that I can be my fun, silly self, one of my strong suits, so that I can share that. I can be an authority in that space if I am consistent and I really put in the time and the effort, because it happens to be something I'm naturally good at. Versus personal development is not something that I'm naturally, well, I don't know if personal development is something that anyone is naturally good at, but it's not something I feel like I can talk about every single day. Weekly, yes, but I want to show up sometimes every day, and that's the beautiful part about live streaming. Like Nala said, there's so much freedom in this because it doesn't take as much work for me to turn on the camera, press record, upload the video, and it's done. I kind of go in, I do a little bit of my marketing on the back end, but yeah. And if you're a woman watching this, whether you want to be a content creator or an entrepreneur or a business owner, if there's a way for you to simplify the process, I'm telling you to do it, with your looks, with your beauty, whatever is going to make it easier for you to not have these limiting beliefs, do it. And your routine is just as important. But we talked about that a little bit yesterday. So again, in this video, we are talking about how I was holding myself back. But thankfully, God corrected me. God put the right people into my life and the right videos onto my algorithm. And I was able to reach out to people for help because it takes a village. And I want to show you proof of what God did for me. Because again, the day I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to change my niche and I'm going to live stream. I asked God for a sign. God gave me that sign, and let me show you. So this is the Ultimate Branding Course Community. Okay. It's one of the courses that I've invested in and I, bought. And then this community, the women, they are top tier. Okay. They share love every single day. They share wins. They share success. I'm glad that I'm a part of this community. So that was only 4 days ago, or it was 5 days ago, maybe today. No, it was about 4 days ago. Anywho, a person in the community said, do it scared. Step out of your comfort zone. Do it with conviction, heart, and faith. Nothing ever changes until you change. Do the thing and then do it again. My thought is this: you'll never know until you try. I believe in you. Y'all, there are over 30,000 members in that community. So the posts be posted up every day. They post stuff every day. For me to see that post above all the other posts, I'm telling you, it was God. It was the sign from God that I asked for. Literally, her message was just like Nike, just do it. There's so many other motivating posts that I could have saw that day, but the fact that I saw the post, it's like, just do it. The day I was like, all right, God, I'm gonna change my niche, but I need a sign. I'm telling you, ask God for, listen, if you have any type of faith, I don't know what your denomination is, but ask for a sign. Ask for a sign, ask for clarity. Now, don't put a time frame on it. I didn't expect God to answer that fast. But the fact that I saw that a few hours later, I was like, I give it to you. I let go and I let God. I'm still terrified. I am still terrified to change my niche. But it's not even that I'm changing my niche, it's really that I'm introducing a new style of content onto this channel. And then obviously, I've already started doing reaction videos. They just won't be on this channel. So for that, I'm not nervous. I'm actually immensely excited. Super, super excited to do the reaction channel because, excuse me, moderator, please, can you send me a text and tell me do not eat an hour before my live stream? Because the fact that it's digesting right now is not comfortable for me. I don't like this. I don't want to be on my live streams like burp. That's no. Not on the Sky Hinted channel. Maybe on the reaction channel. But on this one, no, I'm not liking that. Kofi said, I'm not tonight's target audience, but you can never outperform your self-image. But you can never outperform your self-image. Sheesh. My goodness. In terms of limiting beliefs, facts. Oh, and you're laughing at the fact that my food is digesting right now. Yeah, I apologize, you guys. Okay, because that's the enemy trying to work against me. I'm over here speaking a word. Okay, I am speaking a word. Make sure you give this live stream a thumbs up so that it can be pushed out to more people in the algorithm, because we are not done here. Okay, we still have a lot to talk about because I started off completely off script but still on topic. Okay, so on this channel, the Sky Hendon channel, I'm still going to be doing live streams like this. I actually plan to do live streams like this for like every single week for the duration of this channel until it becomes like a podcast. I eventually want to have a podcast, and I'm sharing that with you guys because whoever is still watching 49 minutes in while we are live, and whoever watches this after it's been posted 49 minutes in, y'all my people. So y'all know. I already have like everything coined and documented for the podcast that I want to create. And it happens to be because I'm good at talking and I like talking and I like to connect with people. And I know a lot of people, especially in the Chicago area, they're very successful entrepreneurs, but I just didn't want to bring my idea to them or bring the idea of the podcast until I knew that I was serious. So that will come later on. It can become sooner than later, but it will become later on. Until that happens, I want to talk to y'all every week. I love this. I love live streaming. I just really enjoy connecting with you guys, and the fact that like you guys can comment and I can see it and we can connect, on a deeper level. I love it. I'm so enjoying this, and I'm thankful that I am thankful that I started YouTube during this time because of all of the great and fun ways that we get to create content today. Especially because if you know me, then you know that I truly, truly struggle. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. One of my little lights went out. If you know me, then you know that I truly, truly. How dare you? We're just going to let that rock. You know that I truly, truly struggle with editing. It's not something that I enjoy, but I don't want that to hold me back. Again, because in this video, we are talking about overcoming obstacles. I don't want that to hold me back. So that means, guess what? I have to live stream. And live stream comes with its own set of anxiety because, baby, like an hour before the live stream, I feel like even if I'm super prepared, because I will have my setup and everything set up the morning, but like the morning before I stream. But I'll be like, there's so much to do. Oh, I need to eat. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. Oh, now that I'm 8, I need to reapply my lip. That's why I was late, 7 minutes late. I had to reapply my little lip because I'm talking and people are gonna look at my lips. And I was like, no, they can't be dry. They need to be cute. Okay, that could be like a future sponsorship or a brand deal. Imagine I reach out to a beauty brand and they're like, "Girl, your lips was dry. We can't have that." So I had to reapply the lips. And then I also did something new. Just real quick, I'm going to dial it back into overcoming obstacles and limiting beliefs and all of that stuff. But y'all, I bought like this little cord to make the internet better because now I'm plugged into the router. So you let me know how that's working out. Let me know, is there any lag or do I sound and look good? You guys said I look like good, like the everything looks great. I'm lit very well. But I'm proud of that. I am proud of that because I'm not the most tech savvy person, but I am one of those people that don't give up because I don't like my live streams to be lagging. Don't be saying that I'm sitting here preaching the word and then, the live stream is lagging. But getting back on track. Okay, going back all the way. So when I started my channel, I didn't start my channel originally with what I wanted to do because of my limiting beliefs. But I also discovered the fact that I do like personal development. I do like the niche that I went into. So now I'm going to be combining what I originally wanted to do, which was beauty and self-care, with personal development. So you're going to see a lot of new things coming onto the channel, and I don't want to spoil it, but I'm super, super excited. Like, for example, let me tell you guys the next live streams that I have coming up. Now, these can change. And that's why I'm super, super glad that I watched Nala's video in full when she talked about live streaming, because yeah, these might change if I get an idea and I want to speak on it that day. Because there's nothing like speaking on a topic when it's fresh. Like yesterday's live stream, in my opinion, is going to be stronger probably than the other 7 because everything was fresh. Things were happening in that moment. Like again, I believe the next day or the day after the next day, after I decided I was going to stream and it was, brought to my attention that I need to, I was streaming. It was like, oh, it was a thought and then I was there. I did it. I didn't think too much on it. I just asked God to direct me and then God gave me that sign that I showed earlier. Right? So tomorrow I'm going to be pitching to brands on live. That is so fun. I think that is so cool. I don't know too many people who have done it. I don't know anyone who's done it, but I won't say that it's never been done because I bet it is. But I'm going to be pitching to brands while live. Y'all are going to see me send these emails to these brands, and I'm excited. We're going to literally have so much fun tomorrow. And I'm scared, I'm terrified, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I got to act on things. I can't continue to hold myself back. I am missing out on my blessings or delaying my blessings because of fear. No. So we're going to be pitching to brands. Now I'm going to be pitching to brands for freebies. So that's a lot easier than actually pitching for a paid collaboration. But the way that I see it is, for one, I'll know whether or not I have the right email address for them if they respond. For two, if I do receive giftings from them, then I'll be able to create content around those giftings. And then for three, they will know who I am if they read my email. They'll know who I am. So if my channel continues to grow, they will see that. Maybe they will reach back out. Or by the second time that I reach back out, they'll be like, oh, I appreciate the fact that you continue to grow and you still want to work with us. So I'm excited for that. And I'm going to be emailing 100 brands. And because I'm doing that live, later on, obviously, I'll give an update and a follow up of how many of those brands actually, got back to me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe for those of you who are like in my Facebook community or, have me on social media, maybe I can, send you guys some of the emails that actually responded so that you can pitch to some of those companies yourself. So I think that's going to be pretty, pretty cool. Hi, Scotty. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited that you're here. This is one of my neighbors. How is the move? I hope you are doing really great. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. You also played a very big role. He was watching my reaction videos and was like, he was shocked because the reaction video was playing in the background and we were doing like some neighborly stuff. And he was like, I didn't know you were this funny. Like, I didn't know that you were this silly. And he was like, it is funny though, because I caught myself, listening to you one day and was like, I wonder what she's going to say next. So it's not surprising that you have a personality on social media. And I was like, oh, I love that. I'll never forget that he said that. Like, I wonder what she's going to say next. And he's the one who told me to continue to do my reaction videos because I was nervous. I was like, oh, I'm not getting any subscribers from this. And then my brother Derek with ATL Flippers, that's his YouTube channel, was like, just do another channel. If you have fun doing this and I like watching your reaction videos and other people like watching it and you're getting good views, just do a second channel. It's not going to change your schedule. You're already creating the content anyway. You just need to put that content onto the right platform, which is a new platform for you. And it's going to grow over time. And it doesn't matter if you're starting with 0 subs because you're not receiving subs already from that content and you have fun doing it and you're receiving views. And those reaction videos are not short. They're pretty long. So yeah, thank you, Scotty, for what you've done. It's so funny how many people play a role in, building something. If you're building a business, if you're building a community, if whatever it is you're doing, you need good people on your side. And you need to put yourself out there and share what you're doing so that you can receive constructive criticism, feedback, and just like, a little praise and inspiration, motivation. I mean, a little praise and motivation along the process. Nala said everything has been majorly improved. Thank you. And same for your channel as well. I was really amazed when you did your video in a coffee shop and your audio still sounded great. I was like, dang, I need to get a Rode mic ASAP. And I also appreciate the hard work that takes. Like, that's really putting yourself out there. Recording yourself in public is not for the weak. And again, a lot of people don't understand what it takes to really grow on these platforms, but you got to put yourself out there. I'm telling you, it's one of the best things you could do. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. So, getting back on track as to what's going to be coming to this channel, I have another thing that I have to show you guys. Okay. It is so freaking funny, but it's not funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. I'm glad that I can laugh at it today, but this is Alyssa Ashley. Alyssa Ashley is one of the biggest beauty content creators of our time. At the moment, she's not creating beauty content on YouTube, but she is on TikTok and you guys can go look her up. Okay. She has built a very successful business for herself and she's also a photographer now because she fell in love with the process. Look at the dates, guys. If you've been here for this full stream, look at the dates. In May of 2018, I wrote her and I gave her some suggestions for what she should do on her YouTube channel for beauty content. And, she wrote back. She was like, yeah, that will be fire. And I was like, sorry. I was like, I have so many more ideas. Da, da, da. She's like, you need to start a YouTube channel. Like, it's never too late. Start your channel. This was in 2018. Okay. 2018. So again, I'm just showing you guys proof that this is something that I've wanted to do for so long. It's to the point where I was giving everybody else the ideas that I was too afraid to do myself. I was too afraid to do it. So I was like, hey, what if somebody else does it? Instead of doing it myself, God gave me the idea. And I love Alyssa. I'm glad I shared those ideas. I don't know if she ended up following them or not, because obviously that was in 2018, but she built a very successful career for herself. And she was one of the people that I wanted to be like as far as a beauty creator and influencer. So we're talking about signs from God. I was strolling on YouTube the other day and I saw her post that she was coming back on YouTube and was like, "What type of content do you guys want from me?" And the comments gave a variety of things. It wasn't everyone saying, "Oh, we want beauty content or makeup content." And again, that's what she's most known for. It was like, "We want lifestyle. We want to hear about your photography business. We want to hear about your routine. We want to hear about your cats. We want to hear about the fact that you bought a house as a content creator in LA, one of the most expensive cities to live in." Okay. That is amazing to me. I'm like, look at these people not putting her in a box. So I was like, wow. In 2018, I wrote this creator and said, I want to do what you're doing. And I didn't do it because I was too afraid. And so, again, for people who are like, okay, you're going to be bringing new things onto your channel, it's not new to me. You know, I am going to be bringing beauty and self care onto the channel, but I'm still going to do personal development. I'm still going to come on here every week and talk to you guys and give you updates about what I'm doing and how I'm landing brand deals and collaborations and sponsorships. I'm still going to give tips and insight into my business life, but I have to live for me. I got to do what I'm good at. And I happen to be good at being I happen to be good at applying a little bit of makeup and being entertaining while doing it. So I am going to be doing beauty videos and it's so fun. I recorded one where I was taking off my makeup on like Instagram and TikTok. Some of you guys may have seen it. And I was like, dang, girl, you starting from scratch with this because the quality wasn't great. But at the end of the day, I know that I can do that every week and be proud of myself because, again, my 2018 self wanted to do this. My 2014 self wanted to do this. My 2016 self wanted to do this. My boyfriend bought me an entire vanity set. He bought me t-shirts also with my business name on them. And my business name was centered around self-care and beauty. And I still didn't start the business. I still didn't start the channel. I was terrified. And I'm saying that today because by me putting it out to the universe, I have no choice but to correct that. And by putting it out into the universe, hopefully I inspire you. Hopefully I inspire someone that's watching, and I'm inspiring the voices inside my head that thinks that I'm not good enough to do what I am very capable of doing. I did it professionally. I worked for a magazine and for a cosmetic store. And again, I don't want to just sit here and just record makeup tutorials. I want to just be me. That's just a part of who I am, fashion and beauty and personal development. So I want to be here. I want to be talking. And I also want to be able to film myself getting ready because guess what? That's double the content for me. I got to put on the makeup and get dressed anyways. Might as well get that content too. Hello. Making very good use of my time. Just press record. You know, Think Media says you might as well just press record or something about just press record. And that's real talk. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm about to start filming myself getting ready for my YouTube videos, filming my YouTube videos, live streaming while, keeping you guys up to date on what life is like as a content creator. And then I'm going to have fun doing my reaction channel. Because guess what? I watch Pop the Balloon every week. As soon as she dropped a video, I'm watching it. I might as well get paid to watch it. How much I'm watching it now, So I'm like, yo, this doesn't change my schedule. Nothing that I'm doing is about to change my schedule. It's not going to stress me out because I'm doing it anyway. But now it allows me to have a niche. Now it allows for people to remember me. So that's why I'm saying, like, you can have a lot of interest and still niche down at the same time. Okay, because people have to know you for something. When they see your face repeatedly, whether they subscribe or not, whether they follow your channel or not, it will still help in your business. They'll click on it and they'll be like, oh, she talks about this topic a lot. Let me watch what she has to say about it. Just think about it. We have a lot of content creators that we see on a daily basis that we don't follow or subscribe to, but occasionally we'll watch their video for their perspective of it, or we'll watch their video because we know that they're going to provide value in whatever it is that we're searching for at that time. And that only happens when creators have a niche. That only happens when the business have very clear when the business has a very clear brand, when people can identify it and choose whether or not they agree with it, whether or not they like it, whether or not they relate to it, and if they want to be a consumer of it. So let go and let God. I'm talking to me, I'm talking to you. Anybody who is listening, we got to let God do what God has told us that he was going to do. And as you can see, I've been wanting to do this for 10 years now, and it still ain't went away. It's so funny because when my brother Derek, who commented and said, that's right, when I was like, oh, I know what my niche is going to be. He was like, what? I'm like, beauty. He's like, huh? You passionate about that? I was like, yeah, you don't even know that because I'm terrified. But God ain't going to have, like, listen, if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. You're not dreaming big enough, babe. You can do it. Okay? If it's already been done, you dang sure can do it. It's already been done. All you need to do is follow the blueprint and the pink print and put your own spin to it. You don't have to overcomplicate this. I was trying to beat the odds. I was trying to do what ain't nobody did on YouTube and just have whatever video I wanted to do at that time. I wanted to upload it and film it and people watch it. Sorry, but that's just not reality. In anything, you can't start a business with 50 products, 50 services. You need one good solid thing. Okay. I love that Nala is focused on personal branding. That is amazing. Because now when I see her content, I'm like, oh, I know that when I see her emails, I'm like, oh, let me read this. Because right now I'm focused on what? Personal branding. Okay. My brother, ATL Flippers, is right here. He does storage content, right? Public storages. He'll buy the storage and he'll upload a YouTube video showing you guys exactly what was in the storage. I didn't even know or even think about, even though in his videos they talk about how much money they're going to make reselling the products. But this man said they make more money reselling the products than they receive from people watching the video on Google AdSense. So again, I say that to say that you don't have to limit yourself when you niche down. It's not limiting yourself. Okay. What is limiting yourself is believing that you can't do something that you really are capable of doing. But niching down is not limiting yourself. And I wish that I understood that a lot easier, a lot sooner, because this would have been a lot easier for me. Okay. Yuri said, what happens when we don't believe in ourselves? It has to do what we have. Wait. What happens when we don't believe in ourselves? It has to do what we have heard, what we have created in our minds, what we've been told. And so the mind goes crazy. Yes, exactly. Exactly. A lot of times is what we've told ourselves, you know. Self-limiting beliefs are just that. We all can change that thinking pattern in seconds. Some of us choose to dwell. Yep. That's what I was doing. I was self-sabotaging because when I was great at makeup, when I really understood, the face and the way that things should be placed onto the face, and I understood color theory and all of that when it was fresh, I would have killed it. I would have knocked it out the park. Now I have to relearn that. But because I'm not just focused on, being the makeup girl, because I'm focused on what I'm focused on, I'm not going to, give everything right now or trying to sound too perfect or like I have it all together, because again, I'm figuring all of this out right in front of you. Okay. This is like literally 3 days ago. This is very fresh, but I'm putting myself out there so that I don't have a choice but to show up. Because that's the beautiful thing about that 90-day challenge is that I didn't have a choice. I had to show up or everyone was going to know that I didn't believe in me enough to continue to do my challenge. And Nala said, right, because you were the one that inspired me to do my live stream challenge with your 90-day monetization challenge. Thank you. Yay. And I'm so glad because it connected us, and I was doing the live streaming then, But being able to watch your live streaming challenge definitely inspired me, and it helped me understand what I was doing. And I'll be the first to say sometimes, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. Okay. Because that's what I was doing with my YouTube channel. And I did do the whole breakdown because, as you know, I was studying YouTube. So I did my research. I knew enough. Okay. But it's still good to watch creators who are in the midst of it, who are doing it fresh. Because I was listening to channels like Think Media who have been on the platform for a long time. So they're very, very successful, and although they do know what's new and how to start a channel from scratch because they help thousands of people. They do coaching and group coaching and mentoring. However, when you are watching a solo creator, when you're seeing someone get it out the mud the exact way you have to, that's when it becomes a lot clearer to you, which is why I share what I share in my live streams. And I'm glad that I do, because not only is it content for me, but if you, and I'm not saying that I made anything popular, but if you do something and then someone else does something and then someone else does something and then something and they all are similar, you guys get to learn from each other. Because I was doing my live streaming and I was talking fast. And I was like, dang, I was watching all. I'm like, I need to slow down. Slow down. And it's crazy. I have to say this because it's on my mind and it's not going to go away if I don't. But y'all, a little birdie told me that some of the bigger YouTubers, like if you watch their videos, they're fast paced because if you slow it down, it counts as watching it twice or like some type of longer watch hours. And if you watch somebody's video sped up, it decreases that. So if you watch someone's video sped up, it does not help their channel. It kind of hurts well, it still helps their channel. They still get the view and the watch hours, but it hurts their channel a little bit. But if you watch someone's video slowed down, it helps their channel times two. And I was like, oh, that's why some of them speed their videos up in post. I don't know if that's a really good or a bad thing, but yeah, just something to note. So, in my reaction videos, I will not be speeding up videos anymore. I just like to watch them faster because sometimes people talk slow, but it's probably because I was watching big content creators have faster paced videos. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And please don't watch mine sped up. So yeah, that's a little hack. That's a little hack. Derek said, I first thought, who would want this used stuff in abandoned storage units? I didn't quit, but continued making good, entertaining videos. And our DMs are filled with people who want to purchase the items. Wow, that is so cool. And I bet, because when you guys bought the storage unit that had the Cartier bracelet, I went to look at my account. How much money I got? I would love that. My good, do they know how expensive that bracelet is? So when I get my bag up, and if y'all still have it, I'm gonna buy it from you. Because I'm not one of those people that asks people for discounts. Okay. When I was a creative director for a guy here in San Diego who did a photo shoot for his brand that he just started, he was like, he wanted to give the models and everyone on set free merch. I was like, I'm not gonna take your free merch. I said, you should not be giving away free merch. You haven't even made a penny. You need to be charging people your price. You paid for these products to be created. I'm not one of those people. I'm an entrepreneur. Okay. What the price is, if I don't have it, I'll get it later. Okay. But I'm not taking no. So you said it's worth 4K used. Amazing. I'm gonna be there for it soon. I will be there for it soon. Hold it down for me. Less than a year. You give me just a few months. I'll be there. That's so funny. And Seaside Adventures said, bravo to Derek. Yes, that's phenomenal. And again, like he said, it's like, who knew? You think like, who's gonna want this? Or maybe you think like, who's gonna watch this? Somebody. There is somebody out there for everybody. Not you gonna sell it to me for 2,000 more. You know what? Forget I even mentioned it. No, I'm just kidding. He likes to play like that. No, sell it to me. I'm gonna pull it up on the internet myself and be like, look, this one is going for right now. Okay. Then we gonna do an even trade. Okay. 1 million views and it's yours. Ooh, that's fire. That's fire. 1 million views. I look forward to that because I truly believe that, which is so funny because I truly believe. Give this video a thumbs up, guys, if you guys are watching live, and if you're not watching live, please drop a comment and let me know if this inspired you somehow. Drop a blue heart. And it's so funny because I'm excited to talk to my sis Nala about personal branding because my name is Sky. My personal branding should be phenomenal. My marketing, like this headband should be blue. These should be blue. This should be blue. Everything should be blue. I should be taking marketing to a whole nother level. Okay. Like there's a creator. Her name is Kelly Stamps. The Kelly Stamps. I love her. That's my sister in my head. Her last name is Stamps. So she calls her audience the Stampede. And when she does like videos where she's like teaching stuff like how to do YouTube or stuff like that, how to get a man, blah blah, she calls it Stampede University. And I'm like, yo, marketing is amazing. Like when you see those, and this is just a little random example, but when you see those rapper girls like Meg the Stallion or what's the Glorilla, when you're trying to figure out like, oh, what did set them apart, even if you think it's ratchet music, because there's a lot of people doing ratchet music, it's because the girls who actually become successful quicker than others, they already have like the personal branding. Like Sweetie had the pretty girl or something. She had like the personal branding before she blew up. And she was one of the first people I heard talk about it because they were like, how did you, go viral with one song, like one release song? And she was like, because when I was underground, I already had like a name for my fans and they liked it because it was like Pretty Bees or something like Pretty Bitch is like something that other women liked who were following her. And so it was like something that they can like take and run with. Like, you know how like Rihanna had the Navy, Beyonce has the Beehive. Now, because they've been into this industry for so long, this marketing is digital marketing. This marketing exists because of social media, okay? Because our mom and them one back in the day, talking about I'm Beehive, they weren't doing that then. This applies now. But when people can really memorize your marketing and relate to it, and if they like it, that's so good for your brand. It'll make you a lot more money. Like think about merch and things like that, and if you don't have a niche, it's like, how are you going to have merch? So yeah, if you hit 10K subs by the end of the year, I'll give you the bracelet for free. Whoa. I wish I had my sound effects ready. I would have boom drop the beat. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot that because you can't take that back. I'm going to text this to you. If I hit 10K subscribers by the end of the year, he's going to give me a Cartier bracelet for free. And not a Cartier bracelet, the one that he organically found and didn't know that it was going to be in that public storage that he bought for a very affordable price. And I received that. Amen. God, you heard that? Because the sky is blue and it's right here. The window is open. So 10K by the end of this year, it's possible. I just need 8,500 more, but we on the way. That's beautiful. Thank you, brother. Oh my gosh, I could cry. That's so sweet. Thank you. Organically not promoting your videos. Organically not promoting your videos. What do you mean by that? Virtual shake. Virtual shake on it so we know it's real. Hold on, let me go this way. Because why this piece of hair want to act up? And y'all ain't even tell me to comb my hair. Y'all ain't right. Virtual shake on it. This will be virtual shaking on. So if you're watching this video and I hit 10K and the year is still 2024, ask me, did I receive my Cartier bracelet? Okay. No, this is so fun. That's why I love live streaming. Oh my goodness. But let's get back on brand because I don't think I want to do a 2-hour stream today. I didn't even expect to be here that long yesterday, but I have so many notes. Jeez Louise. And please stay to the end if you are trying to be a content creator or if you create content, because I did something genius today and the people in my Facebook group can tell you. And I got the idea from two people. It was a YouTuber and then also my friend Mazio, who's also a YouTuber. And this helped me with my niche. Like, oh my gosh, y'all. I couldn't be happier. Like I'm terrified and I'm happy at the same time because although I'm starting something new, is exactly what I want to do. It's exactly what I want to do. Can my mod please screenshot this? Take a screenshot, mod. Please take a screenshot. Thank you. Thank you. Just make sure we wanna receive that because my mod is family, so we gonna pass that Cartier bracelet down to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying. Keep that in the family. Did you think about this? And this is really creative. You can use ChatGPT to dissect someone's brand, including your own. You can use ChatGPT to dissect someone's content or their strategies or their hooks utilizing ChatGPT, utilizing AI. So if you are a content creator, if you're a business owner and you have to market yourself on social media, if you see someone doing a great job at that, you can literally have links and send the links to AI and say, hey, can you dissect this video? And it will do that for you. So I am suggesting that you use ChatGPT to build a niche because today we were talking about niching and limiting beliefs. And again, as I said, if you can eliminate a lot of things, then you can eliminate a lot of those limiting beliefs. So if you have no idea what to create or you don't know how to do what you need to do, why did you drop these faces? Is something happening? Whew, let me know. Is something happening? um, but yeah, if you don't know where to start, if you don't know what to do, if you are an entrepreneur and you want to have a business model like a brand that already exists, you can even try this out with celebrities or brands that you really, really admire. And basically, the first thing you're going to do is find three creators or three brands who you want to be like. Hold on, let me just check this comment. No, you were shocked by my gym. Listen, I was shocked by this. I just learned this last night slash today. And when I implemented it, I was like, game changer. I know exactly what type of content to create. It just made everything easier for me. So this is what you're going to do. Please take notes because I don't have, the time to really break this down to you guys because I did not know that they were going to take over my live stream. GG means good game, as in game over. Oh, yes. And yes, ChatGPT is that advanced. ChatGPT, you can send it a link or you can download the creator's you like video. I would say stick to around 60 seconds or less. And you can say, hey, please analyze this video for me. I want to know the SEO. I want to know the hashtags. I want to know the hook. Can you tell me what the hook of this video is and recreate me a hook that is in alignment with my brand? Yeah, it is literally game changer and it's going to make your job a lot easier. So again, the first thing you're going to do is find three creators or three brands or businesses that you want to be like. Okay? You want to find three who do what you do or who do what you want to do, and you're going to find their social media or their website. You're going to go onto whatever AI platform of your choice, and you're going to say, using this link or using this video or this picture, please dissect this material. Let me know the SEO, the hashtags, the hooks. How do they connect with their audience? Things of that nature, whatever questions you want answered. If it's a business, please tell me their business strategy, their branding strategy. AI is that advanced that it can tell you that, and it's going to make your job a lot easier in order for you to know where to start. You don't want to be a copycat, but you do want to have a blueprint or a pink print. So you're going to do that first step with those three creators. I keep saying five because I like saying five, but just make it easier for yourself. Three creators or three businesses that you want to be like. Ask Chat GPT to analyze their content for you so that you can create similar content. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to use their links and you're going to download their videos. Okay. A lot of people allow you to download their videos. If you click download, then don't be shocked when people download your videos and start to analyze it. And that's what AI is doing anyways. In my YouTube community, in my group, we had I played a video for them where YouTube was talking about the changes that are coming, and they have their own AI that's going to help content creators in YouTube Studio in order to create more content. So AI is everywhere. And in that video, they said that AI is downloading like 80 something YouTube videos, 80 hours worth of YouTube videos every day. AI is downloading 80 hours worth of YouTube videos every day to learn and study human beings. So you might as well learn something from that and download your own blueprint of businesses or content creators who you want to be like, so that you can understand how they are creating the content that they are creating. And yes, it is free. ChatGPT is free. I don't pay for the paid model. You can do all of this in the free version. Okay. So again, you are going to find 3 people, 3 businesses that you like. The second thing you're going to do is add their links and or download their shorts. You don't want to upload a long video because it's going to take ChatGPT a minute to analyze the video. So take 60-second clips of their marketing and ask it to recreate that for you. So if you run ads for your business and you see someone successfully running ads better than you, then you need to download their ad or screen record it and upload it to ChatGPT so it can give you that data. So that's T. Okay. The third thing you're going to do is you're going to save 10 hooks from their top 3 performing videos. So if a content creator has 3 videos that are viral and they create content in your similar niche, you're going to go to their video. The hook is usually within the first 30 seconds. Write down 10 hooks. Well, 9 hooks, because you're going to do this for 3 creators, right? Wait a minute. My math is off. No. Yeah, 3 creators, and then you're getting 3 hooks from those 3 creators. So that's 9. So you'll have 9 hooks. Okay. And then you're going to go on to ChatGPT once you have those hooks, and you're going to say, using all of the data that you've given me about this content creator and about this business, here are 9 hooks that they have successfully used. Can you please help me to rewrite these hooks in a way that I can relate to? Hopefully I explained that the best way that I could. Obviously, my live stream had got, I don't know, something happened. So mentally, I'm trying to bring this to you the best way that I can. But yes. So let me just say it one more time. You're going to use ChatGPT to help you build a niche, brand, or content. You're going to find 3 creators or businesses who you want to be like. You're going to add their links to ChatGPT or AI, another platform, and have AI analyze it and create a content strategy based off of it. And then you're going to go to their top 3 performing videos and save the hook from those videos and ask ChatGPT to rewrite those for you. So that's a little gem. That's something that I learned. I tried it for the first time today. I haven't used the data that ChatGPT gave to me, but I was like, oh my gosh, that's so genius, especially for someone who's starting at 0. So I am Sky. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. Do not allow limiting beliefs to stop you and block you from your blessings. Keep going. I kept going. I pushed through, even though my live stream was black for a long time. I don't know what was happening, but perseverance. Okay. So great luck. Best of luck to you on your journey, whatever it is. To my women, show up and show out. Find your little regimen and your routine that makes you look good and feel good. And you got this. Keep crushing it. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next video. Give it a like and comment.